In this video, I am going to tell you what is rain, what is the formation of rain, what are the impacts of rain. So let's start step by step. Step number one, what is rain? My dears, rain is liquid water in the form of droplets that have condensed from atmospheric water vapor and then become heavy enough to fall under gravity. Rain is a major component of the water cycle and is responsible for depositing most of the fresh water on the earth. It provides suitable conditions for many types of ecosystems as well as water for hydroelectric power, plants, and crop irrigation. My dears, the major cause of rain production is moisture moving along three-dimensional zones of temperature and moisture contrasts known as weather fronts. If enough moisture and upward motion is present, precipitation falls from convective clouds. Those with strong upward vertical motion, such as cumulonimbus thunderclouds, which can organize into narrow rain bands. In mountainous areas, heavy precipitation is possible where upslope flow is maximized within windward sides of the terrain at elevation, which forces most air to condense and fall out as rainfall along the sides of mountains. On the leeward side of mountains, desert climates can exist due to the dry air caused by downslope flow, which causes heating and drying of the air mass. The movement of the monsoon trough or intertropical convergence zone brings rainy seasons to savanna climes. My dears, the urban heat island effect leads to increased rainfall both in amounts and intensity downwind of cities. Global warming is also causing changes in the precipitation pattern globally, including wetter conditions across eastern North America and drier conditions in the tropics. Antarctica is the driest continent. The globally averaged annual precipitation over land is 715 millimeter to 8.1 inches, but over the whole earth it is much higher at 990 millimeter 39 inches. Climate classification systems such as the Köppen classification system use average annual rainfall to help differentiate between differing climate regimes. Rainfall is measured using rain gauges. Rainfall amounts can be estimated by weather radar. My dears, rain is also known or suspected on other planets where it may be composed of methane, neon, sulfuric acid, or even iron rather than water. Step number two, what is the formation of rain? My dears, air contains water vapor and the amount of water in a given mass of dry air known as the mixing ratio is measured in grams of water per kilogram of dry air. The amount of moisture in air is also commonly reported as relative humidity, which is the percentage of the total water vapor air can hold at a particular air temperature. How much water vapor a parcel of air can contain before it becomes saturated 100% relative humidity and forms into a cloud, a group of visible and tiny water and ice particles suspended above the Earth's surface, depends on its temperature. Warmer air can contain more water vapor than cooler air before becoming saturated. Therefore, one way to saturate a parcel of air is to cool it. The dew point is the temperature to which a parcel must be cooled in order to become saturated. There are four main mechanisms for cooling the air to its dew point: adiabatic cooling, conductive cooling, radiational cooling, and evaporative cooling. Adiabatic cooling occurs when air rises and expands. The air can rise due to convection, large scale atmospheric motions, or a physical barrier such as mountain orographic lift. Conductive cooling occurs when the air comes into contact with a colder surface, usually by being blown from one surface to another, for example, from a liquid water surface to colder land. Radiational cooling occurs due to the emission of infrared radiation either by the air or by the surface underneath. Evaporative cooling occurs when moisture is added to the air through evaporation, which forces the air temperature to cool to its wet bulb temperature or until it reaches saturation. The main ways water vapor is added to the air are wind convergence into areas of upward motion, precipitation or virja falling from above, daytime heating, evaporating water from the surface of oceans, water bodies or wetland, transpiration from plants, cool or dry air moving over warmer water, and lifting air over mountains. Water vapor normally begins to condense on condensation nuclei such as dust, ice, and soil into order to form clouds. Elevated portions of weather fronts, which are three dimensional in nature, force broad areas of upward motion within the Earth's atmosphere, which form clouds decks such as altostratus or cirrostratus. Stratus is a stable cloud deck which tends to form when a cool, stable air mass is trapped underneath a firm air mass. It can also form due to the lifting of advection fog during breezy conditions. Step number three, what are the impacts of rain? My dears, precipitation, especially rain, has a dramatic effect on agriculture. All plants need at least some water to survive. Therefore, rain, being the most effective means of watering, is important to agriculture. While a regular rain pattern is usually vital to healthy plants, too much or too little rainfall can be harmful, even devastating to crops. Drought can kill crops and increase erosion, while overly wet weather can cause harmful fungus growth. Plants need varying amounts of rainfall to survive. For example, certain cacti require small amounts of water, while tropical plants may need up to hundreds of inches of rain per year to survive. In areas with wet and dry seasons, soil nutrients diminish and erosion increases during the wet season. Animals have adaptation and survival strategies for the wetter regime. The previous dry season leads to food shortages into the wet season as the crops have yet to mature. Developing countries have noted that their populations show seasonal weight fluctuations due to food shortages seen before the first harvest, which occurs late in the wet season. Rain may be harvested through the use of rainwater tanks treated to potable use or for non potable use indoors or for irrigation. Excessive rain during short periods of time can cause flash floods. So, my dears, this was our video. Now, I wanna turn it over to you. Which step you like the most? Tell me in the comments, my dears. Make sure to subscribe this channel so you don't miss out on my future videos. Goodbye, stay blessed, and bundle of thanks for watching.